So here's Vanessa again. Today we are making a healing cream. A healing cream for joints, arthritis, things like that. So a lot of them are offered online, but I just know how to make it myself. So I'm going to give you my recipe, which is actually improved to the ones online. So here I have some almond oil, as you can see. And I'm going to fill a couple of cups of almond oil in here because I want to make quite a bit. And one of the ingredients we need for it is Arnica. We have many more ingredients, but Arnica flowers are the one ingredient, and we have to prepare it the day before. We're going to add a whole bunch of Arnica flowers, dried flowers, to this here, and I would say it's about a cup here of Arnica flowers, which is quite a bit, and we're going to stir it in. And I turned my stove on medium, so we're going to leave it on medium for a couple of minutes, and when it has heated up, then we will turn it off, we will put a lid on it, and we will leave it until tomorrow morning to infuse. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, here's Vanessa again from the Gingerbread Cottage in Victoria, British Columbia. Today we are going to make an amazing pain cream for joints, arthritis, that you can use. I see so many advertisings for pain cream, and I look at the ingredients, and I've made healing creams for many years, so I would like to add some of my own special ingredients that I also find beneficial and enhance the recipes a little bit better. So we need quite a few ingredients. I'm going to link all of it in the bottom so you can have a look, get it yourself, or buy it in a store. So first of all, I'll show you here. Here is almond oil, very good almond oil. And it is about 2 cups of almond oil, and I threw 1 cup of dried Arnica flowers in here. Okay, 1 cup of dried Arnica flowers. Arnica is very good when you suffer from osteoarthritis or swelling. It decreases the pain, and it acts also as an antibiotic. Now, a very interesting thing about Arnica flowers is they are different when they are dried and fresh. The fresh ones can be toxic if you use too much from it. But when you use the dried ones, they lose their toxicity. And there's a little story I want to tell you. It was told to me by a friend from Austria. When the cows go out and they graze, they're very careful which herbs they eat and which they don't eat in the summertime. But in the winter time, when the hay is made, they make the hay in the fall, and then in the winter they feed the hay to the cows. In the winter time, they can eat all of it because it's dried. So that's a very interesting aspect of this. So we have Arnica flowers, and we infused 2 cups of almond oil with about a cup of Arnica flowers, dried Arnica flowers. I put them on my stove, and I heated them up lightly and simmered them on very low heat for an hour or so, and then I left them overnight, and the next day I strained them out. And here we have about 100 milliliters of Arnica oil made with almond oil. The next ingredient I have is organic castor oil, and I have about 50 milliliters of that. Castor oil is a moisturizer, healing. It penetrates really deep, and it also helps with pain. The next ingredient is coconut oil, and I have 250 milliliters here, or 250 grams of coconut oil. And the next ingredient is a little bit of vitamin E oil, which I'm going to add at the end. We also have DMSO, and that is dimethyl sulfoxide. And I took some DMSO and about 150 milliliters I put in here. Now, what DMSO does, anything you put on your skin, DMSO multiplies the effect, and it penetrates really deep. I urge you to read up on DMSO. It can be used for all kinds of things. I've been using it for years. I also use it internally, but I wouldn't suggest anything to you about that. You have to read that up yourself. There's lots of information on the net. Then I took some Rosewater, about 150 milliliters, and I put 1.5 tablespoons of magnesium citrate in it. And the reason I use magnesium citrate is because it has the smallest particles and it penetrates the skin a lot more than, for instance, all the other magnesium products would do. So the best is to use citrate. We also have some beeswax here to help very wonderful beeswax. This thing I got from Ontario, from a organic farm. And then we are ready to go. We will also add 50 grams of shea butter. And let me just show you the package here. It's called African shea butter. And we will also add about 50 grams more of the beeswax. Yeah, I decided we need more solids. So, thank you. Yeah. I took a very clean stainless steel pot and I placed all my coconut oil into it. And then I placed this is about 2 ounces of beeswax in it. And we can also add the infused Arnica almond oil. And we can also use the organic castor oil with this here. And now we are going to put it on the stove at very, very low heat and let it melt slowly. Before we put the pot on the stove, we also add the measured out shea butter and the extra 2 ounces of beeswax that I showed you before. So that gets added to the pot before the ingredients are melted. So everything has melted really nicely together on very low heat. Make sure it's low heat. You don't want to burn anything. Now I'm going to add the Rosewater, which is made from distilled rose petals. And it has 1.5 teaspoons of this magnesium citrate in it. And magnesium citrate has the smallest composition, so it goes into the skin the best. And we're going to whisk this in, and then we're going to add at the end our DMSO. And we're going to leave it like this for a while. I'm also going to add a little bit of vitamin E oil into this here. And to dissolve it, because there's not very much in it, I'm just going to add some of this mixture to this here. Then I'm going to close it carefully. And then I'm going to shake it up really well. Then I'm going to close it carefully. And then I'm going to shake it up really well. So here we have our dissolved vitamin E oil, which is much darker, but since the oil is in, it's a lot less. So, oh, it doesn't come out, so we'll just give it a little more oil here. Vitamin E oil is not. So here we have our dissolved vitamin E oil, which is much darker, but since the oil is in, it's a lot less. So, oh, it doesn't come out, so we'll just give it a little more oil here. Vitamin E oil is not really necessary, but it is very nourishing, so we'll put this in. And here I have some blood orange essential oil, and I buy it in large quantities, and I just put a little bit of that in, and that should give it a nice scent. And now we are going to whisk everything up really nicely. So here I have this wonderful device that's actually used for making confectionery, you know, for pouring chocolate over things. But it's wonderful for making creams because you can just press the top here and then it releases whatever you want to release, and you can fill up your jars, and that's what it looks like. So as you can see, this here has nicely settled. You kind of use, of course, use different here. I have to clean up a few, but these here are nice ones, turned out really nice. And you can use different jars. You can keep jars from your cosmetics and just wash them out and use those. But I use these blue jars because I also put it in my gift shop here at the Gingerbread Cottage, and I also give them for gifts. So here we are. I show you the finished. So I hope you enjoyed this educational video and that you can use the recipe and maybe make it yourself. Here it is. This here the creams are displayed in my little gift shop. So I got about 12 jars out of this mixture that we made earlier, and here I have it displayed with all the ingredients. I apologize for little mistakes I made, but you do have the recipe in the bottom, and you also have all the affiliate links in the bottom where you can get the ingredients and the materials that I used. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.